Tom. Welcome to a brand new week, and also what I might consider the end of an era. But before we get into that, first thing I want to talk about is what I've been doing for the past couple days. I streamed a little bit on Tuesday. Oh man, what did I play? Oh right, Byleth came out. Right. I played Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I mistimed when the character was actually coming out, so I played some Pokemon before and then tried to work a little bit more on the competitive team. I have like all the foundation for it. I just have to train them up and get like their items in the game that can like change like natures and whatnot. I just got to get everything like that correct. So things are going well on that front. Played Byleth. Byleth is a lot of fun. The fact that they use a multitude of weapons and not just swords is super interesting. All of Byleth's like down moves, like the down smash, down air, and down special, are all really strong because it uses an axe, but they're all really slow. Side smash is pretty good. The tilts all use the sword. Anything that has to do with like up inputs uses the sword. The up special is very interesting because not only does it grab onto it's a tether, but not only does it grab onto ledges, but it also grabs onto walls. If it's a surface that you can wall jump off of, this tether can grab it. Weirdly enough, though, Byleth themselves can't wall jump, so that's very very interesting distinction there. But anyway. The reason I consider this the end of an era is because this week, today actually, is when I am officially retiring the GoPro Hero 6, the camera I've been using for vlogging all this time. And I bought, let me get everything here that I want to show off. I bought a new camera. I already mentioned this last week. I bought the Sony Alpha 6400. I've mentioned before that Stephen George uses this one for his vlog, and he did like a whole video on it showing off like its appeals and whatnot. So I want to get that one. One of the issues I have is I still want to use the mic that I've been using on the GoPro, which is like the puffball, like the dead cat Rode mic, or the Rode mic with the dead cat on it. Dead cat being the wind filter for it. It's not an actual dead cat. Just wanted to put that out there in case Peter was watching. Anyway, it does have some issues with it right off the bat. For example, so let me show you real quick here. I'll just do there we go. So the display flips up as you can see, but that square right there is where the hot shoe is, and that hot shoe is used to put the mic in. If I put the mic in there though, it's gonna block the display from me seeing it. So to counter that, I also bought this thing, which attaches onto the top of the camera. You can see it has one right there, two cold shoe slots. I think the difference between a hot shoe and a cold shoe is that the hot shoe has a stopper at the end of it, and the cold shoes don't. I'm using words that I may or may not know the meaning of, but either way, it's important to make the distinction that it's important. The base. What I'm trying to say is that I bought this that way I could still use the mic without having this blocked off. There'll also probably be times where I won't use the mic because I've heard the samples that Steven's done on his vlog with it, and yeah, that's been pretty good. Also, as always, you need storage with it, so I bought two 256 SDXC cards. I basically try to look for like the highest end ones because like older SD cards don't have as good transfer rate, and being able to record as the highest quality possible requires using basically the highest quality SD cards that you can get, or rather like not really high quality, but mainly like this has a transfer speed of up to 150 megabytes per second, so that's real good. And it advertises that it supports 4K, which the vlog will be shot in from now. And actually, if you look at the quality options for this vlog, you'll see that it is actually in 4K. This is shot in 144p right here, but this is blown up. So once I switch to the new camera, that won't be much of an issue. So how I went about buying this is that I went on Amazon and I bought it from, let me see, I think it's called, K&M Photography. Because if I just bought it, the camera as is, it would have been the same price, and I wouldn't have gotten like all the extras. And the extras that came with are a cleaning kit, A small tripod. This is quite bigger than the pistol grip I've been using for the GoPro. So I probably won't be using this as much for the kind of as the same thing I was using the pistol grip for. However, it is nice to have a small tripod. It also came with a case, so I'm going to be trying to utilize all those as well. Also, I bought 2 extra batteries. They're sitting on the couch over there. I don't know how well you can see them. Honestly, I wish the GoPro had the flip display, so that way I could actually show you everything that was good about it. But anyway, as the borders of as the video shrinks down to the size where it's actually able to fit in a 4K frame, we're just going to change over to the Sony here to show just how much of a difference it's going to be. And here we are with got the new camera prepped and ready to go. I'm gonna be looking up a lot because I need to make sure that I'm framed fairly well in this. And I am very much not used to this compared to the dear old GoPro here. This is really surreal. When I used to do the vlog on my phone, I would use the outer camera because I could record at a higher frame rate. You're gonna notice with this camera in particular that is not running at 60 FPS. It's actually running at 30 FPS, which I'm probably going to keep. To run this at 4K, I do have to make a choice between 30 or 24 FPS. If I wanted a higher frame rate, I'd have to go down to a lower resolution. I think I'm going to stick with this. And right now, I am using the Rode mic with it as well. I probably won't use it all the time because I believe this has fairly high quality pinhole mics on it. So I just want to give this a test to see how it kind of plays out here. But anyway, welcome to the future of the vlog, and I hope you enjoy the higher quality and the not horrifically wide-angle lens. Hold on, maybe if I can... I do have the ability to... There we go. I can zoom now. Couldn't do that before. It is Friday, and I'm actually trying something different with the camera. Last time, if I can find it, there it is. I was using this microphone attached to it. I believe it's like the Rode Micro Video or something along those lines. I really have to look up what this is called. It might actually say in it. Nope, it just says Rode. Anyway, gonna give this a shot with just the camera mic to see how the audio quality changes. And that's gonna help me determine what I could do when I'm listening back to this in editing, what I should do in terms of when I'm using the camera for just me, when I'm using it when there's a group of people, when I'm using it outside, that kind of thing. So kind of gauging it that way. Today I haven't really done terribly much. I did go to the gym today. I worked on cardio and legs. Generally what I do is I'll alternate days and throw in some recovery days in there as well, where I'll do arms, abs, and cardio, and then legs, abs, and cardio. I should throw some yoga in there too at some point, because that'd probably be pretty good. I gotta say, using this camera is very interesting. I'm gonna have to look back to see how it all looks in editing, because I'm having a blast using it so far. I'm so glad I'm able to see myself in the top there with the flip up viewfinder. But yeah, after that, came home, just kind of ate food, talked to my dad for a little bit. We were kind of talking a little bit about some letters I had that were mailed out that were mailed out to Connecticut, and I was asking about the dog and whatnot. And it turns out he's got some of our extended family coming over. When I say extended family, I don't mean his cousin or anything along those lines. I mean back from Ireland extended. Second cousin, twice removed or something along those lines. Still shares the same last name. He's going to be staying at my parents' house for a night or so. And then he's going to New York because his kid wants to see a Broadway play. So that should be fun for them. I just thought that was interesting that, just because my dad and my sister went to Ireland before and they met them. And I guess, they established a bond, So I'm hoping one day I'll be able to get to meet family from Ireland. Maybe one day I'll hope to go to Ireland. That'd be pretty neat as well. Aside from that, I started cleaning up around the office. I had a bunch of amiibos laid out on my couch here. Now I just have my substitutes, and now they're all up on the shelf. So yeah, it was mostly the what do you call them? It was the Shovel Knight amiibo, so the Golden Shovel Knight and the... trying to think of what the name of the other ones were. The Golden Shovel Knight amiibo and the Plague Knight, Spectre Knight, and King Knight amiibos. So those go on that shelf over there. And then the rest were a bunch of Super Smash Bros. Amiibos that I needed to put over there anyway. I need to update that setup because I'm running out of room on both ends here. And we're not done. The Smash Bros. Collection is just on that one shelf by itself. And we're not done with that collection because we still have DLC coming. I think at minimum we have 11 more amiibos, and they might come out with more, like, Player 2 variants. Like, who knows? Aside from that, I'm just sitting around here watching a stream, and I'm trying to get editing done more on the vlogs. I've gotten really far. I'm only, like, 3 days... I'm probably only 3 days left... 3 weeks out of being fully caught up with the vlog. And then that's gonna, like, kind of get away a little bit as I keep, like, making more of these vlogs, but I'll try to keep on top of them as best as I can, and then get them back out on a weekly upload schedule once we're fully caught up. So, that'll be good there. It is Sunday, or, you know, as some people refer to it as, Super Bowl Sunday. That is right. I believe it is the San Francisco 49ers versus the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't follow football that closely, so I don't quite know exactly who's playing, but that's beside the point. I wanted to tell you guys about a dream I had last night. It was really bizarre. I was in an apartment. It was my brother's apartment, and Donna and I were there. And my brother, for some reason, had this he had this really fat snake. It was like about 6 feet long and about the thickness of like an anaconda. It was a really fat snake, and it had a human head. It didn't look like anybody I know, but if I had to make the closest comparison, it looked like the angry video game nerd. And my brother was like, yeah, we got to take my dog and the snake, and we got to drop the dog off at the vet, and we have to throw the snake back into the lake. So that's what we did. We were in the car. The snake and the dog were in the back seat, both fine. And we're just talking to my brother about this snake, about like where it came from and whatnot. And they were like, and we got no details out of it either. It was just that this snake was there and we had to throw it back in the lake. So we get to the lake, we grab the snake, throw it in, and then we get back in the car and we were like, where's the dog? And then the dog came out of the back seat. It was, I wish like, it was a really weird dream. Like I wish like y'all could have like experienced it. So that way I don't seem crazy. No, but I wish y'all could have experienced it because it was nuts. It was a really bizarre dream. And it just seemed like oddly real. Like there were, I don't know if I ever realized that it was a dream or not, but like I saw the snake with like with the human head, and I was like, that doesn't exist in our world. That thing shouldn't exist. That's not a thing that exists. So there was that. Anyway, in about an hour or so, Donna should be here, so that's gonna be exciting. A little bit later, and Donna's here.
Hi.
Donna's coming. We're gonna be heading over to Ray's Super Bowl party in a little while. But before then, Donna got me a little gift: an SNES controller, and a 64 controller, and a GameCube controller. She painted those.
I did.
Because she's a super talented artist. This is my Christmas gift from her. I got her Professor Layton game for the Switch, and I also got her this, which didn't show up until like very recently. So, you know, she really likes Professor Layton, so I figured that'd be a good gift for her. Not nearly as much of the creative input as these gorgeous paintings here. But I at the very least, my gift shows that I do pay attention.
Yeah, right. I was actually looking for the that game in particular when we were at MagFest, and you were like, "Whoa, wait a minute," and I was like, "Oh, okay, what? What games?
How about you don't?"
But yeah, it was a surprise when you did tell me that. I was like, oh, okay then.
Poison and steel. It's time for the Super Bowl. We're at the halftime show and everybody's playing Pokemon.
Yes! Yeah!
Donna's not playing Pokemon. Yeah. That's all I got. It's been a good game so far. Please don't hashtag baby nut.
Oh God, please don't do that.
That was an awful commercial. Super Bowl's over and the Chiefs won. The Chiefs with their coach that looks like Tina's dad.
I hope he goes to Disney World. Or Disneyland, or both. Eat the ball.
Rip the bit rate with all the confetti, but everybody, I don't think anybody here was really rooting for anybody in particular, but the Kansas City Chiefs won. Also, that kiss.
Cowards.
They're not kissing.
Pussies.
Party's winding down a little bit, and everyone's dedicated to finishing a Pixar puzzle. They're puzzling. Well, they're TikToking over there.
The puzzle cannot win.
We can't let it.
That's some TikToking right there.
Ooh, I found a piece. I found a piece.
A piece has been found.
It's a piece of her face.
Zoom in on that action.
Hold on.
That was kind of fun. Get it?
That's what I'm doing.
It's good. It's good. The ref says it's good. Thank you.
Also dogs. It is Monday, and basically today, let's see. Donna and I went downtown for the day. Excuse me. We went to the Driscoll, which is a hotel I've passed by a few times on 6th Street, but had never gone to before. So we went in there, and I took a bit of a bit of footage of the area there, as you're seeing now, as it were. It's a real nice hotel, I gotta say. I was in old hotels usually. I don't really expect them to be as like up to date. So like when I went in there, I was kind of expecting it to still kind of be like it was when it was first built, maybe with a few minor modifications. But it was really nice looking. Afterwards, we kind of walked around 6th Street a little bit more. And then we head back over to Congress, where we walked down that and ended up visiting the Capitol. There's an interesting drinking fountain there. You could just if you have like a water bottle or something, you just place your cup. If you have a cup, I don't know if you're traveling with a cup on 6th Street, place it under there and you just fill it up and drink from there. Apparently, it was like a historic. It's considered a historic site because used to be like public cups there that people would drink out of before the real age of people getting sick, or people really caring about getting sick and whatnot and spreading germs and whatnot. So yeah, the cups aren't there anymore. You just gotta it's BYOC for cup. Anyway, that's pretty much everything that's been going on today. We had dinner, and now we're just kind of hanging around here. So I guess come next week, we'll be hanging out some more. Got my new camera here, so we'll be putting that through its paces, getting some good use out of that. And before we end off, I'd also like to give a huge shout out to my patrons on Patreon, as it is the first of the month, without whom content like this and various other things on my channel would not be possible. If you wish to become a patron for my Patreon, consider hitting the link in the description or at the end of the video, and checking out my Patreon page and some of the benefits that come with it. Anywho, next week, Donna's still here for most of the week. And then after that, we kind of just get back to the normal grind and schedule. And yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty swell. Pretty swell. Anyway, I'll see you all next week. Later.